What's the word, y'all? It's Double R, the God tapping in with y'all. So look, this is the 4th episode of the Wave podcast. I got a very, very special guest today. This is my brother Cash, the barber. He has started out as an average barber and slowly worked his way up to being a higher end barber. This man has went from cutting out of his basement to owning his own shop to being a high-end profile barber cutting for Detroit Lions and the Bengals. So this man is going to give us the tips. He's going to give us his story, and he's going to give us more of an understanding of what goes in this industry. I appreciate you for being here, brother.
Yes, sir, my brother.
So tell us a little bit about your beginning and how you got into barbering. Did it start off with barbering or?
Oh, man, shit. Hell no, I didn't start off with barbering. Hold on, let me throw these headphones on real quick. But no, bro, it didn't start off with barbering. So for me, started off going to college. You know, college really wasn't for me. I seen that within the first year and just dropped out.
What'd you go to college for?
Man, it was some business. Like, you know, always had a business mindset. Knew I never really wanted to take the average route and do what my parents did, my family did. But I just didn't know what it was. I knew it was something with business. So, you know, I took the average little business, business management. And, boy, when I tell you, I just wasn't focused. That's really all it was. I wasn't focused. If I would have waited to figure out what my occupation was and then go back to school, I feel like it would have been a lot more valuable. But, you know, dropped out, came back to the crib, and then shit, I ain't had no other options. Knew I didn't want to work for nobody. You know, my pops cut hair, so growing up, I was always kind of seeing barbering from a different aspect. Like, I'm able to play with the clippers. I'm able to take them to the crib, you know what I'm saying, fuck around with them. So for me, it was just really, I had a closer eye on cutting hair and then just going to the barbershop every other week. So shit, from there, I went to barber school and shit was rest was history.
Oh, that's what's up. So you kind of had a earlier childhood. You kind of seen that barbering in your childhood and was able to take that as almost like a skill and develop on it. So how long exactly have you been barbering for?
So shit, man. I've been cutting hair professionally for 9 years. I've been licensed 7 of those years. Like the 2 years was in school. But even before that, I used to cut your hair.
No facts.
Before this was even a profession for me. You know what I'm saying? I used to have my little kit, pull up on R, and shit, you was getting a haircut by me. You was probably one of my first clients for
Man.
real. Like, so that shit is crazy.
That's crazy because I was on your Instagram page a couple days ago going through and just seeing like Mondo and the haircuts like at the crib. That shit is crazy.
Oh, man, for real, bro. That shit just take you back.
So as you gain more recognition as a barber, what has been like some of the transitions and some of the things that you've changed from just being, you know, cutting people regular day-to-day customers versus higher end customers? What are some of the things you've had to change?
Really, man, to be honest with you, I really didn't have to change anything, bro, because just the way I feel like I run my business was already structured for a higher end client to come into that schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a booking app that I have all my clients go through. So I already know what my schedule is. So anything that I need to fit anybody in or anybody outside of that, I know where I can kind of work it. But at the end of the day, man, when you're dealing with working class people and you're dealing with athletes, celebrities, anything like that, man, just the bottom line is just respect. You know what I'm saying? Just respect
Absolutely.
everybody's time. Respect your clients to come in on a day-to-day basis. Respect, you know what I'm saying? Just give everybody the same amount of respect, and I feel like you will be straight for real.
No facts. What was one of the biggest challenges you faced entering having your own building where you were doing hair out of? Because, you know, typically for some people, you have more leisure when you're at home versus having your own place. So what was the dynamic like that for that?
Man, really just being responsible, bro, and just really just having pride in what you do for real. You know, it's I worked at somebody's spot for like probably like my first four or 5 years. No, yeah, like my first 4 years, and it was like shit. It was cool. He kind of set an example for like what was a good shop owner, how you should treat your you know what I'm saying, your other barbers that work there, and things like that. So just kind of following his motto and just um following what he kind of gave off to us, like his, you know what I'm saying, the game he was giving.
How do you feel like having a barber shop has changed how your customers perceive you and the overall experience of your business?
Man, I feel like once your clients see you starting to elevate, you know, majority of them, man, they I feel like they gain a new respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of see like, you know, I've been patronizing you for X amount of years, and to see that you're growing, you're putting your money back into yourself, into your business, and it's growing and it's flourishing. So I feel like a lot of the clients, man, really they feel like it's a part of them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
No,
they love coming
absolutely.
to the shop. Like it's a community thing. Like even though I don't feel like barbershops are like community based anymore, I still feel like the inside of the barbershop is still a community. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. Yeah, the barbershop is definitely more than just a place to get your hair cut. It's a place to, you know, be able to communicate, to be able to relax in a certain sense, and just be able to chop it up, which I feel like a lot of men need, you know, in a daily course of business. So there's a lot of debate in regards to the pricing for haircuts. What is your opinion on that? And, you know, how do you justify higher prices for work when some people may feel like it's not valued at that, or it maybe shouldn't be as expensive?
Man, that's a real good question, bro. Because I feel like it's a lot of things going on in today's day and age, and everybody has an opinion. Social media gives everybody an opinion, and I feel like that kind of sways other people's opinion just off of watching social media. But man, the bottom line is it's whatever you value. I'm gonna answer the first part of the question, but I'm gonna answer the second part first. It's really whatever you value. You know what I'm saying? If you don't value a $50 haircut and you see no value in it, that's absolutely fine. But it's someone that might sit right next to you that does find value in that, but they don't find value in what you like to do or what you like to spend your money on. So, man, it's really I don't even like to have an argument or to really get in too deep because you know shit is tight.
No,
That's
absolutely.
understandable for sure, but people spend their money on what they want to spend their money on.
No,
And that's
absolutely.
what you gotta know. So don't ever shortchange yourself or your business or what you do just because other people don't value what you do. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
that's deep too. I feel like there's a there's a big gap in that. Like I even feel like just as somebody who's good at what you do and who has respect and a good reputation, your value and your price should be going up off that alone. The fact that you're reliable, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And like you said, people spend their money on whatever they want to spend it on. You know, some people eat $25 out a day. You
Mm-hmm.
know, some people is buying eighths of weed every 3 days, or you know, more than that, to be honest. So it definitely comes down to what you value for sure.
So I feel like, and that's a great area question too. But I feel like it should be a standard for pricing of haircuts, at least a minimum. You know what I'm saying? A minimum, and that minimum could be $30 or $40, and anything above that, you should definitely have a license. You should definitely invest in further education, going to seminars, spending your money going out of town, going to these different conventions that you don't have access to in your state. You should be always upgrading your equipment, your techniques, things like that, just to add to the services, the environment of your shop. You know what I'm saying? The wisdom in the game that you give your clients and the atmosphere that you give them. All that type of stuff goes into factor of your price. And whatever you feel like you're worth, that's what you're worth. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. What do you feel like? Because obviously there are some people who are out here charging and they don't have the credentials.
Right.
What do you feel like are some of the credentials, and what sets apart a high end barber from a lower end barber?
Uh Really, man, I feel like, bro, and haircuts are all opinion based. You feel me? What you feel like is a good haircut, I may not feel is a good haircut. So I feel like you really got to judge it on customer service, on communication, on You know, you got to judge it on shit like that, bro, because everybody can cut hair, and it's all opinionated. What you feel like is good, what I feel like is good. So really, what's gonna set you apart is really your attitude, bro, your customer service, your aura. Like, do people want to be around you?
No,
Do
absolutely.
people want to spend money with you? Like, you could cut hair great all day. That's why it's like, bro, when you come in the shop, sometimes I just gotta, whatever I'm going through, I just gotta leave it at the door. Just because it's like I'm already about to take on so much for, excuse me, from them. So I gotta leave what I'm going through at the door just to be able to hear what they got going on.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's another thing too. I feel like as you, like, for example, if you go to somebody and you buy something from them and you start to increase in your income, I think that if not, when your income increases, you should increase theirs. You know what I'm saying? If you
Right.
go from paying, let's say you making $50,000 a year and you go to $125,000 a year and you was paying 25 for your haircut, you know, throw your barber 50 now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just to look out. So I feel like that's something else that needs to be implemented.
Yeah, but when you say that, bro, I feel like in our community, it's like we want to brag about everything other than self care, and it's not. I'm not even just going to categorize a haircut, just self care in general. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And mostly men, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right here with it. I ain't saying like I'm not in the pool with everybody, but we don't really value self care like that for real. So the number, dollar number that we would spend on it, we want to keep that as low as possible because that's at the bottom of what we want to take care of.
It's
Like, you know what I'm
priorities.
saying? We already got everything else to take care of, so that's kind of at the bottom for some people. So, you know, just taking more pride and spending more money in that area, I feel like, you know, shit, it might make you a little more happier. It might make you a little more excited about the day.
No, facts. Facts. So you was able to go out to California and work on a movie set. What was that experience like?
Man, that was I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was an amazing experience. Um, it was a dope experience. It was a learning experience, and you know, I definitely want to emphasize a learning experience. I kind of want to tell a little story about this situation. Like when you get opportunities and stuff like that, and things don't, you know, necessarily turn out the way that you expect, you really can't dwell on it. You kind of have to take it for what it is and kind of take it for, like I said, a learning lesson. So um, I went out to California, worked on a movie set for about 25, 30 days. And, you know, I was cutting hair on set.
Bring your
Every,
mic just a little bit
I
closer.
was cutting hair on set every day. Like, you had to touch up here and there, stuff like that. Nothing major. I'd be behind the director watching the set after set cuts, make sure the hair is good, make sure everything is laying right, etc. So, you know, we do about almost 30 of the days, and it's like I got to get back to the crib. Like I got to go back work, you know what I'm saying? Check on the family, everything like that. So I kind of shot off, and you know, I never heard from them. Like they never.
So how was the pay when y'all was out there?
So basically, the pay was something called like a net 30, I believe. And when you working in that type of industry, that's the term that they use. So they basically pay you 30 days after production. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know, when I'm leaving, they like, you know, send us your invoice, everything's good, we got you. I'm thinking these millionaires, it's nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? But that was the mistake right there, letting my guard down to a motherfucker who you think is a straightforward person. You know what I'm saying? So
Or
that was one of the first lessons for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be the ones that you think really got it and smiling in your face that'll snake you. You know what I'm saying? So that was really like the biggest lesson that I learned.
no, facts. That's important too, because a lot of the times when we get good opportunities like that, we so invested into the experience and in the moment that we not thinking about no paperwork, no business, or how any of that stuff can come back around to affect us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes we get short.
No, but the crazy part about it was, bro, it was paperwork.
Mm.
Everything was involved. Like all this shit was on contract.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I didn't think that you would just disrespect me like that. Like,
So after the 30, or after y'all left, after he told you to give you the information, what happened after that?
shit. So after that, this was like 2021. After that, it was just like, oh, well, we'll get done shooting. It took a little longer for editing. We'll send you the money. Just a run on, run on, run on, run on. And this wasn't just me that didn't get paid. Like, so it's not like I just got singled out. It was hair. So it was me and 2 other hairstylists, art, wardrobe, props, mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not mics, but audio.
Oh, this was a whole
Yeah,
operation.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit disrespectful, bro. 30 days could really set somebody back.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't gonna lie, this was my first opportunity of getting in the field and doing shit like this. So I'm with whatever. Like, oh, I gotta get my own flight. Bet I'm on it. That's nothing, bro. I'm taking an opportunity.
Right.
And that's how I looked at the whole thing is, bro, it's just taking an opportunity to learn and gain experiences with shit like this. Because when the shit get real and them numbers get even bigger, you really gotta be prepared and know and have been through some stuff to kind of know like what to look for, what to ask, what type of questions you need to be asking, having your lawyer present, like all that stuff.
No, facts. Yeah, that's definitely the other half of it. Even though you might have somewhat of a bad experience, the fact that you're able to go out there, see, meet people, with so many other things that you can focus your mind on in a bad situation, or not even a bad situation, because I feel like it's still good at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, no, check still got cut.
You feel me? So
It just took a little longer, but check still got cut.
no, facts. That's what's up. So do you want to tell any more about that story?
I mean, if you got any other questions?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you, what do you do differently in the shop than you would on the movie set, and like what kind of adjustments did you make to adjust?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. On that movie set, it felt like a real job. Like, in the barber shop, I got my set schedule. It's set to my lifestyle, what I got going on. Out there, you waking up and you might have to be cross town at 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? At the time, it was COVID, so we got to go take COVID tests and make sure you get breakfast and all that type of shit. Bro, so it was like real strategic. It was long days, 12-hour shifts. And so I'm out in LA for a month. I got to continue to make money. Like, I can't just bank on this money that I'm thinking that I'm getting at the end. So after a 12-hour, maybe 13-hour shift, I'm getting off and I'm moving around LA and I'm cutting hair. Like,
Damn,
like I'm legit, bro. Like, I go to
it's
one.
expensive in LA too.
No, it for sure is. You know what I'm saying? So I got tapped in with a couple dudes, and at the time it was like a whole bunch of people living together out there. Shit, rent $4,000. We all got 1,000 4 niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I pull up to a house and it's 4 people in the crib. I'm cutting all 4 of them. So that was really the only real reason how I was surviving out there, was just getting off from on set, going cutting a couple heads, and then going back to the hotel. Like, that's really how I made it happen.
How was it like handling home and work at the same time in that month time? Because that's a long time to
Hell
be gone.
yeah, man, that shit was, bro. I think I told my girl like a week in advance, like, because how the opportunity came about. A hairstylist that I had followed on Instagram made a post and said, I'm looking for a barber on set. And I took the opportunity. I said, shit was good. She told me what day to be there. I bought my ticket, bro, and I was there. So it was a real short notice for me telling her, but, just like the type of bond that we have and the communication that we have, she knew everything was going to be straight. Like, so for sure, shit, I appreciate it, bro, because she let me go out there and really chase the opportunity that motherfucker be wanting.
No, facts. How do you feel like that type of support helps drive what you're doing?
Oh yeah, bro. It's inevitable. Like, you need it. Without it, it's like you wouldn't be able to stay focused to be able to have the drive to damn near do it for real, bro.
No,
you know
for
what I'm
real.
saying? Like, a woman is real important.
Yeah, that support, I feel like just a woman being able to tell you, go do it, I got you, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
go
for sure.
handle it, that just relieve such a big stress off your shoulders. And I feel like women need to know that just by saying things like, hey, go do this, it just makes you lock in even more.
Exactly.
What was one of the most memorable experiences out there or like a highlight for you?
Man, bro, just being around a certain actors, bro, like that you just grew up watching and was able to interact them and see them from a different light. and it was this one cat I was cutting. His name Gary Sturgis. I don't know if you know him. He from like the Medea films. Great actor though. Like dude is an amazing actor. And he was telling me this story when he was at Daddy's Little Girl's movie premiere. He was like, man, I did an amazing job. When I left, me and my kids and my wife, 3 ladies came up to me and one of them slapped me. If you seen Daddy's Little Girls, he played a drug dealer's boyfriend, and he was just ain't shit motherfucker, and he got his ass beat in the movie. And the women was so passionate about the way he played that role, bro. They slapped the shit out of him.
Damn.
And I'm just like, bro, like, ain't no way. And he was like, bro, that's how I knew that I was the truth.
Somebody slapped the shit out of me.
And I'm like, hey, bro, no. I guess you got to take it like that.
No, for real. No,
I feel like that was a dope ass moment to just hear them type of stories that really probably wouldn't nobody ever hear, or unless that's the type of shit you get when you cutting somebody's hair. Mm-hmm. Like they're gonna tell you stories and y'all gonna talk about things that's probably that they would normally never talk about.
No, facts. What do you feel like are some essential skills every barber should know?
Definitely. You should definitely know how to do a bald head shave. You know, that's something that I don't really see a lot of barbers doing, or if they may be doing them, but they not posting them how they posting other haircuts. It's a lot of bald men out here. They looking for great services. So I feel like promoting to bald clients, facials. A lot of barbers don't do facials. You know what I'm saying? It's a skill that we learn in barbering. If you go to school, you go through the facial portion.
Does that help with the haircut at all?
So what the facial does, that actually helps with like your skin and acne and things like that. So when those clients is looking for them crispy ass lineups, your skin got to be clean. You know what I'm saying? So that's why shampoo helps. When you shampooing the hair, it's cleaning your skin and your scalp. So really the facial is just kind of cleansing the skin and cleansing wherever you're about to get a haircut at as well.
What are some common mistakes that barbers make that you could give them advice to help them? If you can do 3.
3 common mistakes. Number 1, they not paying their taxes. That's the number 1 common mistake. I know y'all barbers is making some great money. Pay some damn taxes. You have to, bro, because it's like you want to be able to enjoy the money that you're making. You don't want to be no shoebox money motherfucker. Like, you really got to pay your taxes so you could live the lifestyle that you should be living off of the money that you're making.
What incentivizes me as a barber, to pay my taxes versus not paying them? What's a couple of perks that I could get by implementing that?
So first of all, you could walk into a bank and get a loan. You can get a house. You can get a car. Get a credit card. Like, whatever you're looking for, you have to have that type of shit. Unless you have another job, and that other job you're paying taxes on that other job, you have to have some type of income to live the right way. So it's just like, y'all want to live a lifestyle, y'all want to be a barber, but y'all have to take on the lifestyle 100%. Learn the business in a 360, not just a 180 dimension. Like, you have to pay your taxes. Like, it's a bitch, it's a pain. Like, shit, ain't nobody perfect, but you gotta pay it, bro, because that's gonna keep you living how you want to live.
What's your second one?
So the second one would be, get a barber's license. Please have a barber's license. Like, 1,800 hours, that's a long time. And that goes in the factor about that price. Like, 1,800 hours. You can Google other occupations that don't take 1,800 hours of time put in to become a professional.
Right.
So that alone, but yeah, get a license. And then my third will probably have to be,
give one from a haircut perspective. Like, what's some common mistakes you see in the haircuts?
Common mistakes in a haircut. I mean, the normal one everybody knows is pushing people back. People know not to do that. But I feel like an uncommon one that you don't usually hear, and my clients sometimes get on me about it, is the line up under the neck. They be like, "Oh, bro, you left me a little crooked under the line and under the neck," and that's just a spot that some people don't really take the enough time to figure. They just hit it real quick. You know what
Because
I'm
it's under the
saying?
neck.
Yeah, but it's like you got to be perfect all over, like even where you don't think they gonna be looking. So it keep me on my toes. Like, all right, nigga, now I'm about to make your shit straight
No
up under your
fact.
neck. You know what I'm saying?
No facts.
But no, it's love though. It keep you sharp.
What's one of the most challenging grooming services that you offer or like hairstyles that you do? And why is it difficult?
Probably one of the most challenging services. I would have to say for what I offer right now, my most challenging service. It's not hard, but it's the most strenuous. Is just the facial and the haircut.
Both at the
Yeah,
same
so like
time?
yeah, like a combo. So start off with the facial, simple 3-step facial, a scrub, a cleanser, and basically just like a moisturizer. And then if they have a beard, I'll use my Cash the Barber's beard oil, put it in the beard, and then do a haircut. That'll take me about an hour and a half, hour and 45, depending on the texture of hair. You know, so that's really probably, and it's not like I said, it's not hard, but it's probably the most strenuous, just the longest one that I have.
Is there like what about like certain types of like, okay, we got the movie set, that's one style, but certain types of clients, like maybe you have to go to them or, children or,
Oh
it's
yeah. So yeah, I mean, house calls are hard for sure. Like house calls add like another level of intensity to it, just because it's a unknown environment. You don't know what the lighting look like. You don't know if they got the right type of chair. You don't know nothing. So it's kind of like that's the unknown of it, and that shit make it challenging. I ain't gonna lie.
what are some of your go-to products, like specific type of clippers and whatnot, or hair oils?
Man, right now I'm using a JRL Onyx. That's a cool ass clipper, bro. Like I could turn it on right now, and the mics probably don't even pick it up. It's that quiet.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
for
feel
sure.
like a quiet clipper is important?
Yeah. No, definitely. It's I don't want to listen to that shit all
Yeah, no,
day.
definitely.
And it just makes the experience a lot more cooler when cause sometimes you cutting somebody hair and the clippers in their ear, they don't even hear what you're saying. So, it's a lot of different aspects of why a quiet clipper would be good. But yeah, the JRL Onyx dope clipper right now. Some other products that I'm using, man, I've been using this shit called a royalty guard. Bro, shit is fire.
What's the royalty guard?
It's a 3-in-1 guard. So it's a brand based out of Atlanta, and they combined 3 guards. They combined a .5, a 1, and a 1.5. So that's like the basic 3 guards that you would use on a fade, and it eliminates so much of the unnecessary shit. Like you turning around trying to find different guards is crazy. Like I don't know what happens in that situation from when I turn around, set something down,
Right,
go to cut hair, come back, and it's a whole like you like where the fuck the guard go?
right. So
So
it's like you can click throughout them or something.
yeah, so basically it's the 3 levers, and then it snaps onto the clipper, and it goes on majority of all the top clippers right now, and you basically just notch it up or notch it down depending on what length you want. So yeah, I've been fucking with that for real.
What's the most rewarding part of being a barber to you? Is it the creativity aspect of being able to do what you want? Is it the networking aspect, or is it more the business aspect?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like it's a lot of all that. Like it's a lot of all of it. Like I enjoy doing the business. Like I said, I went to business management, so I knew I wanted to do something involving business. It also allows me to show my artistic side and just being able to show different styles and things like that. So yeah, bro, really just a blend of all that for real.
Have you ever had like what's been one of your most challenging clients, or like you don't got to say any names or anything, but what experience like taught you, like kind of lay out the experience or give the lesson learned from it?
Shit, one of my most challenging clients. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Straight hair for me. Like I feel like I don't cut a lot of straight hair, and so that's probably one of the most. It's gonna get done. Best believe that it's gonna look amazing, but it'll just take me a little longer. I might get to sweating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't cut it on a daily basis. But
That
you know,
makes sense.
you know, but you have to take things like that. You have to accept new clients and new textures, or you're never gonna grow. It's simple. Like you can't be scared to not. Well, you can't be scared to try shit that you never tried before.
Now, you cut hair for the Detroit Lions. What is how did that opportunity come about, and what was that experience like?
Man, so the opportunity came about actually through a relationship through one of my good friends, and he plugged me with C.J. Gardner Johnson, and I was cutting his hair for a while, and shit, me and him just locked in, and he told me he was gonna introduce me to who I needed to know on the team to get me to cut hair for the Lions, bro, and shit went one day, cut about probably like 5 or 6 guys, and shit, they was like, yeah, they want me to come back. So it was just really just kind of off a relationship and executing.
Do you approach higher end profile clients differently due to their schedules and their notoriety?
Man, usually they a little more busy than me. So like we like I said, it's just like on a communication thing. So we just kind of communicate on a day and time that I can get up to the practice facility, and I'll pull up there and shit and just cut hair up there. So it's on like soon as they get out of practice, I can just shoot up there. My day will already be blocked off and things like that. So
That's dope. So
yeah,
it's definitely way more structured
yeah,
for
it's a
sure.
schedule and it's not just all over the place.
What was one of the more memorable experiences in that when working with the Lions or any football team?
Man, really just bro, just to be around motherfuckers who dreams really came true on a level that you had one day. You know what I'm saying? Because I had aspirations of playing basketball and shit like that. So it's just dope to really see, like, damn, bro, you was that kid that had that dream. Like, damn, bro, I want to go play for the such and such. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, it's dope. And then it's dope going to the games, just being in the environment in Detroit, bro. It's just amazing.
Now, you were at Forbes 30 under 30. What was your experience like there? And kind of tell the people what Forbes 30 under 30 is.
So basically, Forbes 30 under 30 is a couple days basically of networking and different millionaires, different entrepreneurs, philanthropists, things, people like that just kind of came together and they do just different panels, kind of giving people advice, giving people different outlets to make money, how to spread their business, and just marketing tips. And so, I got invited through a friend, and I took advantage of it. I pulled up and I took advantage of the knowledge, met some people. It was a dope event.
What was one of the takeaways from the event, like as far as maybe a valuable skill or tool or a lesson that was taught?
Basically just giving game about like how to use and leverage business credit.
Was there barbers there too? Like,
No, this was this. I mean, if there were, I didn't know, but this was more of just like a overall business event. But no, it was just basically just how to leverage business credit to basically help your business.
what was it like being in an environment with so many prestigious people and so many people that's on their path? I know it probably felt good to just be in that atmosphere.
Oh yeah, it did, bro. Like everybody was so open to just giving just different information and to share what they did and how they could help you. And bro, you'll never know. You'll be talking to somebody and they'll be that person that you've been looking for or that thing you've been looking for to get you to the next level, and they standing right next to you at this event.
So you had organized a barber event in Detroit on the boat.
Oh
Tell
yeah,
us
barbers on the boat.
yeah, tell us about that.
Man, barbers on the boat, bro. That shit was the event like no other. Like you've never in your life seen barbers battling, cutting hair. We have vendors. We got merchandise tables. We got women showcasing makeup, braiding hair. You've never seen all of that on a boat cruising. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is lit. That
That's
is
some
pretty
different
lit.
shit. So it was it was just, bro, it was epic, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, the pandemic kind of threw us off track, and then, you know, it just kind of just fell through. But it was definitely a dope event.
Now, when you say barbers battling, you mean like we sitting here, we about to see who do the best haircut? Like, how was that process
Yeah,
going?
so we had 3 categories. It's a minute ago. So we had 3 categories. We had best fade, best freestyle design, and best fade with no guard.
Mm.
So that one was kind of like the challenging one. And basically each each category had about 5 to 6 barbers, and each category you would have a trophy. Whoever won first place got a trophy. Trophy was about probably like 3 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? It was a big ass trophy. And first place won a trophy. Second place won like some clippers. Third place won like just a gift bag. You know what I'm saying? So it was a dope event. It was the first event like its kind. Really before COVID, bro, was a lot of motion going on in the city of Detroit involving barber events. And everybody was just kind of feeding off of each other. Different barbershops were doing different shit. So it was a dope scene. So, after COVID, it kind of just died down. So really, man, I'm really just trying to get Detroit back to that. Kind of just give some motivation and
Absolutely.
something to look forward to, and kind of keep the ball rolling with it.
How important is it to you to have not only barbers there, but like women doing hair or just hairstylists and stuff?
I mean, shit, bro. It's the whole. It goes hand in hand. Like barbers, cosmetologists, all of that is health, beauty, and wellness. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just all goes hand in hand. And then it plays off of each other. Like the women want to watch the barber battle. Shit, you got female barbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got dudes that do hair. So it's really on both sides. Like for real.
So what are some of the workshops that you've attended?
Um,
And how important do you feel like they are for professional development and growth?
so every year I usually attend at least one BarberCon. That's kind of like the biggest barber platform that throws events. And so they kind of do what I was just talking about on a way bigger scale. And I usually attend one of those every year, and then just try to attend different business seminars. I need to get back into the going to the expos and things like that, because there's a lot of classes there. Like you will go to an expo and find marketing tips, social media classes, enhancement classes, how to charge more classes. Like it's literally all different type of classes that you can attend at these events.
So what's the difference between like the workshops and the trade, or like the difference between the seminars and the workshops? Are they the same pretty much?
So you said what's the difference between a workshop and a trade show?
Yeah.
So a trade show is more of like a big open space with different vendors just lined up, aisles of just different vendors, it could be an expo of anything. Like you got sneaker expos, you got gun expos, you got whatever, barber expos, and it's really almost all the same, just with different product. You know what I'm saying? So in my case, it'd be somebody selling hair products, somebody selling clippers, somebody selling barber chairs, somebody selling barber capes. So in that type of environment, that'd be what's going on. But you would have classes or workshops maybe in the morning of those events. So they'll have like designated ballroom areas that'll be seats and stuff like that to where people can sign up to come do these classes. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say just in between what you were saying, I think that's another important reason for the price of barbering for a haircut too, is that people aren't taking into account the traveling that you're doing, the expenses that you have to pay to go to these workshops, to go to these seminars, to advance your knowledge and your skill in what you're doing.
Right. No, that's really it keeps you motivated too, bro, because when you in the shop and you just going through the motions, cutting hair day after day after day, it kind of get boring. So you need something to show you like, damn, why am I doing this? But you might not be that barber that you want to involve yourself in those type of environments, and that's cool. But you still should do some type of further education, some type of something. If maybe it's going to a local expo, something that's in your area that you don't got to spend the extra money to go out of town. Just something to keep you invested into your lane, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you're not trying to be the best in your industry, then like really, what are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that with no disrespect.
No, absolutely. Now, do you have any sponsors, and what are some of the perks and benefits that you get from working with these type of companies?
So right now, I actually don't have any sponsors, but I do have a couple of brand ambassador affiliations, and right now I'm affiliated with the Cut app. That's the barbering app that I use. Man, this shit is amazing, bro. Like, it saves me a headache. I don't have to text clients back and forth. You know, they go in there, figure it out, boop bop, make the appointment, and we good. You know what I'm saying? You could even check out, take money, all that. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm affiliated with them on the brand ambassador side, and also Anti-Broke Barbers Club. And that's just basically like barber apparel and things like that.
Okay. I'm going to finish out with a few more questions. Do you feel like barbers are taking advantage of the barbering industry and, you know, the different things that you can do?
Like I said, bro, some barbers see the value in it, some don't. If you do go to these different events, it's like that don't necessarily mean you can charge more and things like that. So it's like some of them don't take advantage of it because of that. But, you know, it's other things that we could be taking advantage of, just furthering our services, like learning just how to deal with ingrown hairs and things like that, just a little more strategic than just cutting hair that we can also offer. So it's different things like that that we don't take advantage of.
No, that's dope. Two more questions. What is something that you would tell to somebody who's thinking about becoming a barber or somebody who already is? What's some advice that you would give them?
Man, bro, just be consistent. Like, don't worry about how much you're charging. Don't worry about how long you've been at the shop. Don't look at, like, I'm gonna be real. Don't look at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that just to be real. Don't look at me, because I've got to the point in my career where I can move how I want to move and it still makes sense for me. I don't have to sit at the barbershop all day. But I don't want to give that example to the younger barbers that's coming in, because there was a point in time where I did sit in the barbershop all day, like literally all day. So don't look at the barbers that are more seasoned and the vet barbers on their habits. Look at how they cut and look at their business. You know what I'm saying? But don't take, oh, bro ain't in the shop, I could do the same thing. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's
facts.
like, I'm here when you're not seeing me because I'm on a strict schedule. You know what I'm saying? So that's really one thing, bro. Just be consistent, stay focused, and just cut your ass off.
Now, what's one piece of advice you would have given yourself based off of your own experiences?
Man, a piece of advice I would have gave myself, probably, man, just be more confident, bro. Just don't worry about what people got to say about you. Don't worry about how people perceive your content. Don't worry about how people perceive your haircuts. I'm a big stickler on, like, bro, I take 1,000 photos and post 5, because, like, damn, you see that little line right there? You see, damn, I could have faded that out a little more, and I'm so hard on myself. So it's like, just that right there, just not being so damn hard on yourself and shit like that, for real.
No, facts. That's dope. Man, I appreciate you for coming up here, jumping on this podcast, bro, giving all this game. The upcoming barbers need to hear this. Current barbers need to hear this. Get the people your handle and, you know, let them know where they can contact you.
For sure, man. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at cash.the.barber. And y'all can follow me on TikTok at cashthebarber1.
Make sure I'll go tap in with my boy, man. This was the 4th episode of the Wave Podcast. We will see y'all next time. Peace.
Sir.
Yeah, I really got this shit in the bag right now. Bad bitch in the front seat, car go fast right now. Smoke dope, but we low key though. Had to give him the okey doke. Like I'm so straight, I'ma just pass right now. Nigga need that bread like Peter. Everything I do for a reason. If you break that code is treason. Every one of my dogs, I'm bleeding. Every one of my dogs, I need them. Locked down, free that pen, not breathing.